I'm good. Oh, what's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of The Urban Platform Speaks, a Sunday Sports Edition. Got another good show for y'all today lined up. What's going on, fellas? How was y'all work weekend? Oh, y'all work week, my fault.
Yeah, it was all right. It was good.
Yeah, good work week.
Yeah, it was short because of 4th of July, so it was real short.
Yeah, that's good. Anytime we get extended weekend.
Oh yeah,
I'm cool with that. What I was off? I was off Monday and Tuesday. So
I had Monday and Tuesday off too.
So yeah, I was good with that. All right, so we're gonna talk some NBA today. Talk about these new prospects and everything, and give our input on what we think. Who going to turn into a ball player. But before we get into that, did y'all see the incident with Wembanyana and what was her name, Britney Spears?
I heard about it.
Yeah. So yeah, the thing with that is he was walking through like a hallway or something, and he was going to a restaurant, and she wanted to get his attention. She ran up behind him and tapped him. And tapped him. And one of the security guards probably just knocked her hand away, and
he should have tackled her ass. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Yeah. And my thing is, she an entertainer herself, so she should know better. You know what I mean? Know better than to run up on somebody and try to. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and he tried to run up on her, they would have tackled him definitely.
So what actually happened?
So yeah, she saw him. She said she wanted to get his attention and go up to him, talk to him, congratulate him on all the success.
And the security guy,
you can see on the film she reached out, she touched him. He said she grabbed like a little bit of his shirt from the back. So the security guard told him to just keep going, don't stop, because you don't want to gather a crowd or anything. So, and he just smacked her hand. They said
kept moving.
Yeah, he kept moving. He probably didn't.
What he get paid to do.
Yeah.
He did his job.
Well, I mean, really, she shouldn't even been able to get as close enough to touch him.
And that's probably reason being why he probably pursued him to push forward, because then he probably figured, damn, I dropped the ball.
Right.
Well, see, the thing is, like you said, Brittany should have known what he was going through, because she goes through the same.
Right.
So, certain celebrities be thinking that they can do.
But all right, I mean, this is a sense of entitlement there too.
Yeah.
But if, like I said, if she know that if she really wanted to meet him by her being a celebrity, she could have arranged that.
Right.
Yeah.
Get his number.
Hey, I'm surprised she didn't get tackled by the body.
Yeah.
That's the reason we should be talking.
That's what I'm saying. I'm paying you to
tackle her. If I'm him, I'm like,
yo,
we talking about, because I had to put her. You should have tackled her ass.
Stun gunned her.
Right. She should have got close to me.
Because she could have gave him the jab. You know what I mean? You gotta think about that.
So that could have went. She shouldn't have been able to get that close to him.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So, but all right. So now I want to talk about y'all been watching any of these G League games?
I've only seen like the one.
Just a little bit. I've been kind of like looking at a few of the G League games, and I've been mainly looking for like Wembanyana, the first three in the draft, like Wembanyana, Brandon Miller, and Scoot Henderson. So, well, with Victor Wembanyana, I don't know. He looked pretty good. He looked okay in there. So now y'all had a chance to see him? Like, what's your assessment so far on?
I saw it, and if I would give him a grade, I would have to go with a C-.
A C-.
A C-.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll go with a C-.
He scored 9 points.
Mm-hmm.
He had one impressive block.
Yeah.
But then the rest of his game, if you really analyze the rest of his game and how it was going, he didn't have that impact that I think a number one pick should have had.
Right. Yeah.
He couldn't back a smaller player down. You know what I'm saying? His shot selection wasn't as thoughtful as I'm thinking they should have been. And it's first game jitters and everything. His first time really playing against NBA pros.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the level that he's been playing at and the way they're talking about this dude, I was expecting at least a B.
Right.
And I think he was maybe in his mind probably not trying to showcase everything.
Yeah.
Because injury. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do so much.
Yeah. But
you know what I mean?
Now, when you play not to get hurt, that's when you get hurt.
Well,
a lot of times.
I'm not saying, and that's possible. But, I mean, he could have had an agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because if that was the case, don't even play them GB games.
Right,
He's just giving you He's just presenting you something, but his intentions was not to go out there and, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, like a coach would say in that kind of situation, a coach would be like, well, all right, we're gonna play you for X amount of minutes. You go hard, and then we're gonna take you out.
Right.
You know, that's the responsible way to do something like that.
Right.
But like as far as what I can see, like my assessment of his game, I think that he is it's gonna be hard for him to, like, he's not gonna be able to take nobody off the dribble, not at the NBA level, because a smaller guard is gonna take the ball from him. You know what I mean? Anybody smaller gonna take the ball from him. He's not gonna be able to back you down because I mean he couldn't back down the dudes in there that was, you know what I mean? And
it was like one of the dudes was like 6'4".
Right, yeah, he couldn't back that guy down. So I don't know how do he get his shot?
Facing the basket.
Yeah. Facing the basket.
From what I've seen, that's gonna have to be his game. He's gonna have to first move power forward.
Right.
And forget that I'm gonna be a center situation. Moving this power forward, and let him play facing the basket.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he does have a good jumper.
Yes. Yeah, he can shoot.
And the thing about him, his first step is the fucking European. European first step he got.
Yeah.
He can literally go from 3-point to in the key with one step. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta let him play facing the basket.
Yeah.
Like 7'6"?
7'4", 7'3", 7'4", something like that. Yeah. Now, did y'all see the play when he got dunked on? Who dunked on him? The dude, Kai Jones.
But see and to me that comes from two things. One, he's not used to playing that aggressive, playing against that aggressive type of players in the NBA.
Right.
That European league where he's from, they're jumpers. Right? They shoot jumpers. You rarely see somebody get aggressive like that.
Right.
He in the NBA now. You got somebody that will take you from 30 feet or dunk on you whenever they get a chance to.
Right.
And that's where he's going to have to build up his muscle.
He signed up for this.
Yeah. So I mean, ain't nothing wrong with getting dunked on, but that play remind me though of, all right, you all remember the championship game when it was the Bucks versus Phoenix. That was the Bucks and Phoenix, right? When Giannis was on Booker, and Booker he was playing Booker, but then Booker threw an alley-oop to what's the dude for the son, Aiden, Andre Aiden. He threw Aiden. He recovered from Booker and then blocked the shot, but it didn't work out for him that way for him though. But that's what I'm saying. That's the kind of athleticism though, you know, that Giannis got, and this dude. He don't have that type of athleticism like Giannis.
But if you look at it, if you look at the NBA track record, can you really name a dominant person that's been over 7 foot in the NBA?
Shaq
is not over 7.
Yeah, he like at that. He's 7.
Like 6'9", 6'10".
Shaq is 7 feet. He's 7 feet.
7 feet.
Yeah, but I mean,
who?
He wasn't Giannis when he came in.
Oh, no, Giannis developed into what he is now.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk again play facing the basket.
Right.
That's the same thing this young
man. But
he
wasn't Dirk wasn't over 7 foot though. I'm talking about a true
Dirk
somebody over 7 foot as linky as he is.
Yeah. Now this guy, his game remind me of Ralph Sampson.
For now.
Yeah, Ralph Sampson. Yeah, he's gonna be more like a Ralph Sampson type. You remember Ralph Sampson?
I do remember Ralph Sampson, but I remember the Ralph Sampson. I remember he'll go at you.
Yeah, Ralph Sampson was bad.
Will go at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to me, when Ralph Sampson and King was playing with each other, I think Ralph Sampson was actually the better player than the King was at that time.
I can go for that. I can go for
Ralph
that.
Ralph Sampson was that dude. You give it to him down low in the box, he going at you.
But that was that era though. That's what I'm saying. That's what the position they played, and they stuck to that.
And Ralph Sampson was power forward, right?
Yeah, he was a power forward.
King was a center. Yeah. So I think this kid remind me. If he remind me a lot of Ralph Sampson. So, but So yeah, I think he'll be all right in the NBA. I think he's gonna be. His defense is going to be
suspect.
No, his defense I think is what's going to be for Wembanyana. His defense going to be good.
He's gonna be blocking shots.
Yeah, he's gonna be a pretty good defender.
Shot blocker.
I think
help defense and rim protector.
He's gonna take advantage of he's gonna be able to take advantage of the Spurs in the system.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's why they paid Pop for the extra 5 years.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? They're gonna put pieces around this guy that's gonna complement him and complements his strengths and hide his weaknesses.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we know that he's not gonna be able to back anybody down, and people's gonna be able to back him down. So the Spurs are gonna go out and get a center. They're gonna go out and get a true center. This center maybe score like maybe 6 points a game, but he's gonna protect the rim.
Yeah.
So they're gonna hide his weaknesses.
Yeah.
Right, because I don't see him doing. I mean, me defensively, I don't see it because the ball come off and he's there. Yes, because he's over 7 feet. He can give you a second chance opportunity of trying to rescore again. But
I think his defense is going to be.
It's going to take time.
He's going to make you shoot over him.
That's
going to be his defensive strength.
Right.
So if he goes against like a smaller guard that's trying to penetrate, or if he goes against one of those power forwards that's known to shoot like Reid years now, he's going to have to shoot over him.
I think wingspan. Yeah, I think he's going to excel at help defense.
Yeah.
Because so I think his help defense is what's going to be outstanding. But all right, so let's move on to the number 2 pick was Brandon Miller. He went to Charlotte. Have y'all got a chance to check out Brandon Miller?
Yeah, the game that he played against Scoop this weekend.
Yeah. So what's your assessment of Brandon Miller then?
He will be okay long as Charlotte continues to build around him. If Charlotte stops building around this kid, then he's going to go like every Charlotte superstar has. He's going to spend his first 5 years in Charlotte, and then he's going to look for a way out.
Yeah.
He's going to look for a way out.
Yeah. I think this is another guy who I don't know if his offensive impact is going to be. It's not really going to be a lot as far as his offensive impact. I think his specialty probably is going to be defense, because he remind me a lot of what's the guy that came out of UNLV, Stacey Augmon. Y'all remember Stacey Augmon? Yeah, out of UNLV. Yeah, so Stacey Augmon. Yeah, his
or Jalen Rose.
Jalen Rose. Yeah.
When Jalen Rose first came out of Michigan, he came to the NBA. He wasn't that scorer everybody thought he was. Yeah. But his defense was on point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
so I think, I don't know offensively if he'll be able to get it done, because he another guy who's not really all that heavy. And he not, like other guys at his position at the 2 and the 3 a lot stronger and just as fast as he is. So that's probably gonna work, against him as far as like playing at this level in the NBA.
Yeah, and that's a lot of that, with the younger ones, it's the conditioning that they got to go through. So that's all part of the grooming process. But I will agree with Man, even with the young man going to the Spurs. If you really supporting the player, you're going to build something around them. Yeah. They're going to need something around them. Because it's not going to be something that they're going to be able to go out to in the NBA and just like you're not going to be a chosen prodigy.
Right? Yeah, it's definitely adjustment when you go to that level.
It's going to be an adjustment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you got other teams that's already in the process of doing this. So you got these young players together. You're gonna have to, put some things in place to get them up to speed, just to make them relevant. So because it's not going to be overnight. It's all going to happen.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna have a pretty good defensive presence because he's athletic and he's long. But
see, I think that the NBA has changed so much now. Back in the day, that number 1, number 2, and number 3 picks could come in the NBA and make an immediate impact.
Right, yeah.
You would pick up that number 1 draft pick and be like, oh, okay, you automatically better. Back in the day. Well, now the NBA is so fast, so much talent. And it's shooting now.
Yeah,
right.
It opens it up.
Well,
just because you're the number 1 pick, number 2 pick, and number 3 pick, it may take you 4 years to develop into that.
Right. Yeah. The NBA now, to me, is like a lot more finesse than it is. Then it, like in the 90s and the early 2000s, it was more it was more physical.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that right there will help these guys out now, like Victor and Brandon Miller. That'll work in their favor because it's more finesse. So
my question is, if you take your number one pick, as a GM, do you look forward to being, okay, I'm gonna get this dude 3 years, or do you say, okay, I'm bringing you in now to get it done now? Like,
well,
what is the mindset now with these GMs?
I don't know what their mindset is, but I think, if you go in the first round, I think you might get a little bit more leeway than somebody who go like in the later rounds. That's that's any sport. That's baseball, basketball, football. If you go, I don't know about baseball, but basketball and football, if you go in the first round, you get a little bit more leeway.
Yeah, you're right. Because I had to look. I'm thinking of Zion as one of those leeways.
Yeah.
This dude was first round, and he lead 3 years and played 40 games in 3 years or some shit like that.
About that, yeah. And so you get a little bit more leeway. But I think now, what about now? I've been watching this dude. I've been checking up on this dude, Scoot Henderson. I dig this dude. What y'all think about Scoot Henderson?
He's quick.
Yeah,
he's quick. That first step, if you ain't paying attention to that brother, that first step will get you every time.
He quick. He's strong. He athletic. Yeah. I saw one game. He played in the G League. Was it the G League? I don't know, one of them leagues. It was for the Ignite, and he was going against Wembanyana. Man, he gave him work. Yeah, he gave him work. He was able to get his shot off because he created space. And then when Wembanyana tried to come up on him, he went right around him and laid the ball up. Oh, yeah. So this dude, I like Scoot Henderson.
He reminds me of Morant.
Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's what reminds me. But he's a little stronger than me. Yeah. But his game is quick. He knows how to get separation. Yeah. He knows how to penetrate, and he has great vision.
Yeah. And they say they really big on him because they say the dude is working out with Steph Curry. So he already just aligning himself with like dudes who got that work ethic and dudes who got that hunger. They say he trying to sharpen up on his leadership skills and everything.
He's been in the G League for 2 years, right?
He's 17. He been doing this thing since he was 17 years old.
Because he skipped college. And he signed. If you skip college, you can go to the G League right away. Okay.
So he signed $1 million contract with them dudes when he's 17 years old. Right. And was able to, do his thing at 17. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him play, man. I'm like, yeah, this kid, he the real deal. Well, he the real deal.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, so you doing your thing at 17 against some grown men.
Yeah.
So
like Sean Kemp.
Yeah. So, but his game kind of remind me a lot of Baron Davis' game. I can see, like you said, like the Ja Morant, because Ja Morant is a slasher. Ja Morant as athletic. Yeah, but also Baron Davis, I think his strength, like his upper body strength, he's going to be able to get to wherever he want on the court just from his strength alone. Even if he wasn't as quick and as fast as he was, just because you're not going to be able to push him off his spot. Because he's going to go. If he want to go left, he's going left, right, he's going to get to his spot. So I like this kid. I like his attitude.
Hopefully they put some people around him that he can, kick the ball off to. Because if not, then he's gonna be running around all day.
Yeah. I wish
all day.
Just imagine if him and Dame Lillard get to play together though. That'll be something else.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen either. Because speaking of Dame Lillard, his agents is making it clear now that for other teams, don't even throw your hat in the ring because he got one destination he want to go to, and he got his mindset. So if you Philadelphia or if you the Nets or anybody, don't even
But see, the problem with that is Dame Lillard can't control that.
No, right, that's
his
true.
Agent can't control that.
Yeah.
So whatever Portland does, they don't need to satisfy him. So they can trade him to whoever gives them the best offer.
And hope that situation work out for them the way it did for Toronto when they got Kawhi Leonard. Because I don't think Kawhi Leonard really wanted to go to Toronto either.
No.
Yeah, and so they got him there. He won the ring, and then he rolled out. So if you Philadelphia, or if you I don't know, you Boston. If you got a chance to get him, would you take that chance?
Boston, no.
Yeah.
Philly, yes.
Yeah.
But Philly, you're gonna have to give up a lot. Philly's not deep in the bench.
Right.
So, you can't. You already know from the last show my feelings on Philly.
Yeah.
They need to blow it up.
Yeah.
All right, trade what you call
get Embiid out of there.
Trade Embiid.
Yeah.
Get those 19 first-round draft picks you can get for them
and start all over.
Yeah. Because
that's a lot, man. That's
yeah. I'm saying, like, all right. So if you do get rid of Embiid and you get rid of Harden, but like, what else is in the draft though that's going to get you even close to those guys?
But see, that's the problem. You go younger.
Yeah.
You build for the younger. You build for later. Okay. You build for 5. Right. You build for 5 years from now with that trade. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if you really look at it this way, Philly, no matter what Philly does in the last 5 years with Embiid, they still can't win.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't matter, and you can't say, well, you can't put people. He hasn't had the people around him because he has.
Right.
He has had people around him. When he had people around him, he gets hurt.
You got rid of Doc, so you can't keep pointing the finger at everybody else.
And yeah, you can't exactly. You don't. You point the finger at everybody else.
Piece.
He's the only piece of the puzzle that's always been there.
Right.
Yeah. So I got. He's the MVP. He's at his prime. Look what Orlando did when they got rid of Shaq.
Right.
Okay. Sometimes you got to say, okay, we're not going to win.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're just not going to win now. But you trade him like the Cowboys traded Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
Greatest day of my life. And get all those draft picks.
Yeah.
And you rebuild again. Every team in the NBA does it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's the timing of it, right? So they may be feeling like we got one more shot with him.
But if you get rid of Hardy, who else are you shooting with?
Yeah.
Who else is you shooting? Are you trying to get Leonard? I mean, you got to look at
Leonard don't want to go there.
Right. You got to look at Philly's situation. You trying to get rid of Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
With those two together, you might got a shot at beating the Celtics. You might got a shot at beating Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You might got a shot at beating Miami. But all that might don't turn into, championships.
Yeah, that's true.
But
they haven't gotten past over that hump.
But then it takes a lot out of the fan base. It's people that really
going to the playoffs every year getting stomped.
Teams don't even make.
But look at it like
right. But at least it's a difference between going every year and trying to go every year. Look at prime example, San Antonio.
Yeah.
San Antonio ain't been in playoffs the last 4 years.
All right.
But they keep their fan base because they know their front office tries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't ever give up on trying to make it there.
So, all right, that would be just like, imagine if the New York Knicks had got rid of Patrick Ewing back in the day because of like what you're saying right now. So because we can always get there, but we just not good enough to get over the hump.
And then my question is, keeping Patrick Ewing, what did that do for you?
I mean, they did go to the championship one time, didn't they? They lost to Houston.
Yeah, Patrick Ewing, but how long was Patrick Ewing in the league? 20 years?
Yeah, he was in there for a minute.
So you got Patrick Ewing for 20 years, and the end result is one championship run, and you didn't even win.
Yeah.
You didn't even win.
But this is the thing, though. We can't put that on Pat or, all of
that.
Yeah,
well, I mean, all of it ain't on Pat.
It wasn't consistent, but he had some talent.
I mean,
but other teams around them were,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Miami was,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. To what you right? Okay, so yeah, MB got to go.
Yeah, you gotta understand the dynamics of the league
because you figuring by the time you do make your adjustments, it's going to take you 2 to 3 years.
Right.
So we done gave MB with Philly. Then made an attempt with MB.
Yeah,
they didn't add it to MB. They got a new coach over there with MB. Fired the coach. So yeah, you're right. I would go ahead.
It makes more sense to me and
start fresh.
Just to start fresh over again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you do the same thing like after the Celtics won their three-peat with their big three.
Right.
They blew it up.
Right.
They traded Garnett. They traded Paul Pierce. They traded Ray Allen. They blew it up because they knew it was right. They knew it wouldn't last, but they blew it up after the championship.
Right.
Where they could get these developed players, bring them back in again, and rebuild. Sometimes You got to understand when to rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what y'all saying. I wouldn't get rid of Embiid though.
I mean,
but where are you gonna go?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Only
Right.
Because like, what is the alternative? You know what I mean?
Rebuilding.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to start it from scratch. You got to take it all the way down. Yeah, you got to take it all the way down.
And then if you look at the way the league is going right now, and these young men right now that's coming in the league, they're quicker, they're shooting now, and their mindset now is a killer mindset now. Okay,
Right.
so just imagine in the next 5 years you get your first round picks plus somebody else's first round pick. You can literally build an all-star team in the next 5 years with an Embiid trade.
Yeah.
Because you only got 12 players on the court.
Right.
So that's 10 first-round draft picks you can get. You know what I'm saying? You can literally build a team for the future with Embiid.
Yeah.
Right. You can do it with the next 3 years.
Right. Well, holding him,
But you holding him back, believing that Embiid is going to get you to the promised land.
That's the same way it was with AI when they.
Exactly.
How they just drowned, just sunk him down to absolutely nothing.
Ruin it. They put so much stuff around him, and it went one time.
Right, but it was later. There was a whole lot of washed up players and stuff like that.
And if you really look at it, we wouldn't be talking about Paul Pierce, Garnett, or Ray Allen if it wasn't for the Celtics trade.
Right. Yeah.
If it wasn't for the Celtics, what?
If it wasn't for the Celtics picking him up. Because Garnett in Minnesota, he was an all-star.
Right.
He wasn't doing anything. Ray Allen was an all-star.
Get money.
Right. Wasn't really doing anything. And then Paul Pierce, he was in the Celtics, but they wasn't doing anything.
So they had to get him some talent. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to go all in and get him beat a whole bunch of talent now,
and that goes right. That and you're correct, man. Because if you look at what LeBron did when he went to Miami with the big three, right. I mean, LeBron was a one-man wrecking crew for a minute in Cleveland, but it wasn't enough.
And let's not forget, he went to the championship the year he left Cleveland.
Yes, you're right. So that's why I'm saying that, like, you got to make that move then.
Yeah.
And Cleveland got nothing for LeBron.
Nothing.
Nothing.
But the chance and possibility.
Well, the next year they got Kyrie Irving. Right. Because they sucked so bad. They got
Kyrie.
But they still had that he was saying he was coming back.
Right.
But meanwhile, you know what I mean?
He was like, I'm going to the store, I'll be back.
You gotta look at it. Some teams is worth it. Like Giannis, if I'm Milwaukee, I never get rid of Giannis. Okay, because with Giannis in there, I get a chance as long as I put stuff around him. Why? Because he has proven that we can win. We have a championship.
Right, you got a championship.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing I like about Giannis' game though is Giannis. I don't like big men that shoot a bunch of jumpers, man.
That's the way the league is.
But see, Giannis saying he about getting that. He going to the rim with you know what I mean.
His strength.
That's
Giannis is one of those true centers in the league, but playing power forward.
Right.
Yeah, he going to the rim with
and that's because Milwaukee got both Lopez brothers now.
Right.
Oh
because they know we protect the rim and let Giannis do whatever he want to do.
Yeah, and then Middleton coming back and then
pick up the trash.
Yeah. So, but I'm hoping that Dame Lillard, back to Dame, I'm hoping that he do get down Miami because I want to see him play with Bam and Butler and those guys. So
and I'm a Miami Heat fan and I hope he do go down there, but I don't want to see the chemistry breaking up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
they have a great chemistry with those boys down there. And considering most of the guys came from the G League, you know what I'm saying? That's coaching.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's coaching.
I don't even know if we should really be concerned about the chemistry because that culture is set from Pat Riley on down. You know what I mean? So you got Pat Riley, then you got Eric Spoelstra, and then you got Udonis Haslem. They on. You know what I mean? So everybody down there, Butler, everybody bought in. So if Dame come there and for some odd reason he feel like he not can't be a part of that culture, I don't think he can disrupt it.
Well, he knows something because I mean, this is where he wants to go.
Right, exactly.
So he wants to get to the chip as quick as possible.
And you got to also remember what he got 5 years on his new contract he just signed.
Right.
So whatever team they trade him to, he's gonna be there for 5 years.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like I think he did his research.
I mean, he chose them for a reason.
Exactly.
Yep, for a reason. That's true.
For a reason.
All right. And I was watching Oklahoma they got some talent. The OKC, they got some talent. They got some young. this one dude, Trey Mann. Did you check him out?
Yeah, I saw the G League game.
Yeah, man. That kid, Trey Mann, what is he? Is he a point guard or the two guard? I think he's a point guard. Now he nice as I don't know what though. I'm looking forward to watching him too.
See, that's the OKC. Prime example. They going young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They that team they got now not gonna win a championship this year. Yeah. Probably won't win one next year. But they're young enough to give them 3-4 years from now, they're gonna be in the talks.
OKC got a center too. What's that? I mean, I don't know if he's a center, but the big boy Holmgren, he came from Gonzaga.
He played power forward. Yeah, he played power forward from
Gonzaga. He over 7 feet tall.
Yeah. He was impressive.
Yeah. So he coming along too. This is second year.
Yeah, he was impressive.
He coming along. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching these kids come up, man, play in the league. So that'll be cool. But let me ask y'all this question though. So when teams drafting and you got the top 5 pick or whatever pick you got in the league, do you choose for like, do you draft for fit, like who fits your team, or do you look on the board and see like who's the most talented? I'm gonna take this kid because he's the most talented kid off the tape.
If I'm a GM, I'm going for fit.
You going for fit?
I'm going for fit because to me, if I have a point guard and the most talented player on the board is a point guard, I'm not choosing him.
You're not taking
I have a point guard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if I need a center, then I'm choosing the number 1 center.
Yeah.
But if I play in New Orleans, I'm going to get Zion because he was the best player on the board.
Yeah.
You know, so it all depends on, what your team structure is. Yeah, but
all right,
I'm choosing for fit.
What about you, Corey? You going for fit? You going for fit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with talent. I'm telling y'all why.
The only reason why I'm saying fit because you might not have that opportunity until another draft. To get so if somebody that's where you are right now and you need a center and there's a center available, I'm gonna get a center.
I'm telling y'all now, talent.
But see, talent.
Look. This is
I gotta tell you, the talent part is good and everything,
right?
But then you can get that Sam Bowie talent.
That's what I'm saying.
And then be like, oh shit, I could have had Michael Jordan, but I picked Sam Bowie first.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly why. My point exactly. What was the coach name that coached at Indiana, throw chairs and all that stuff around? What was his name? Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight told him in the draft to take Michael Jordan in front of
Sam Bowie.
Mm-hmm. But Sam Bowie was a fit at Portland. He was more of a fit at Portland because they already had Clyde Drexler from the year before at Portland. Right. So they was like, all right, we don't need Michael Jordan. We're going to go ahead and take. Michael Jordan was clearly, talent-wise, the most talented one out of those two going in that draft. And so that's why I say this year, to me, out of those first 3 players we talked about, to me, Scoot Henderson should have been, I would have took him number 1 over, from what you're going to get. Watch, people, it's going to play out that way. I would have took him number 1 over, out of these 2, Victor Wembanyana and Brandon Miller, I would have took Scoot Henderson number 1.
But see, let me ask you a question, because if I'm not mistaken, that Jordan draft, didn't Akeem come out? And didn't Len Bias come out?
No, Len Bias came out. Len Bias, what was like in the, Len Bias came out after that.
Yeah.
I thought Len Bias came out in 86.
But Mike got drafted like around about 83, 84, I think. About 84.
No, he won the championship in 84.
No,
Len Bias came out 86, and Mike was behind. I mean,
Len Bias played against Mike because everybody was saying Len Bias was actually better than Mike.
That was my man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they were saying Len Bias was better than Mike.
And when he was in college, I thought he was. But because they never got to, Len Bias never made it to the league.
Right.
But that was, Len Bias was my man, at Maryland.
Yeah.
He was drafted in 86.
When was Jordan drafted?
Jordan was like about 84. No, it wasn't no 86. I know it wasn't 85 or 86. It had to be like around 84.
Yeah, Jordan was in there before that.
Yeah, 84. 84. Jordan was already in the league.
Yeah, he's already in the league.
So Akeem was in that 84 draft too, right?
Yeah, so I know Akeem was around probably in that league.
Oh, Akeem was in that 84 draft? Hakeem
Olajuwon. Yeah. I'm thinking, though, I would go with talent. Sometimes you got, I can understand. Yeah. I can understand how you go with like everybody go with their need, like what you need right now. But this dude,
you go with talent. So let's say you Golden State. You have Steph Curry. Would you choose him?
Scoot, if I had a chance to get Scoot, that next generation. Because sometimes even football teams might do that. Like if you got Tom Brady got mad because they had, you know what I mean? Because he ain't want Garoppolo to be over there.
No. Garoppolo was there because Tom Brady got hurt and Garoppolo played his
way. Right.
Garoppolo wasn't a high pick draft.
No, but I'm saying, but Tom Brady, once he seen how nice he was, he wanted him out of there too.
Oh yeah, but if you look at the example, look at what happened in Green Bay when Green Bay chose Jordan Love first round.
Right.
And how mad Wichita was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, and then broke that team up.
And see, it makes sense though, because you don't know if you got, all right, for instance, if you got the quarterback, what's his name? That was in Green Bay, but he had the Jets now. Rodgers. Rodgers is just thinking about, you know what I mean? Y'all don't need no quarterback because y'all got me. But management thinking about the next generation.
Exactly.
So they, so Rodgers was like, well, all right, get me some wide receivers or get me, because I want my O-line, but they thinking about, drafted for talent.
But look what that did to that team, though, when they drafted the best player. It destroyed the team.
But it destroyed it, in my opinion, it destroyed it because Rodgers' attitude changed.
Of course it was going to change. You drafted a number one quarterback with your pick.
You telling me you want me out of here?
No, I'm telling you that I'm drafting for the future.
But that's what I'm saying. But right now he's looking for the fit. Like I am the future if you build around me. So that's why I'm saying, like, the fit to me should be priority. Aaron Rodgers wasn't contributing to the team win.
All right, so the way it played out, and Aaron Rodgers, he didn't get him to where they thought he should have got him with the talent he got.
He didn't have any talent.
No, I'm saying with the talent the team got.
They didn't have any talent. They didn't go out and get him their need.
But some of those big games, Aaron Rodgers ain't really play up to his potential either. Well, so is that because of the talent that was around him?
The games that they won was because of Aaron Rodgers.
Right. The last game of the season before. Remember, they lost that in the championship game. Okay.
Right.
Then you go out and get rid of his best wide receiver.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was a goofy move.
Right. The year before that, you draft a quarterback when you're first round draft. Right. Aaron Rodgers knew that you're not building for now.
Right.
Yeah.
And he only got so many years left. So that's what I'm saying. To me, if I'm building my team, I'm always been building to win now.
Yeah.
Okay. Not unless I know I got to blow it all up. Now, if I'm going to get a quarterback first round, you know what I'm doing? I'm trading Aaron Rodgers before I get that quarterback. Yeah. I'm going to get my first round picks for Aaron Rodgers. Okay? That's what I'm going to do, knowing my mindset that I'm just going to blow it up and rebuild. If you don't have the mindset to rebuild, you shouldn't, to me, draft the best player.
Yeah. And that's like what the Steelers did. You know, they didn't find Big Ben a replacement.
Right. And look at them now.
No, but I'm saying, but they didn't. They wasn't thinking, like, you know, they knew Ben was coming to his time. Yeah. You know, but they didn't draft a quarterback while Ben was there.
They should have got a quarterback while Ben was there.
I agree with that.
They should have got a quarterback.
They was, you know,
but you gotta look at it this way. Pittsburgh has always had a winning season. They weren't gonna get any of the top 5 quarterbacks anyway.
Yeah.
They've always had a winning season.
Right.
Well, was Ben, when he came out, where did he come out of? Miami?
Miami, Ohio.
Miami, Ohio. So when he came out, was he a top 5 though? Ben Roethlisberger, he was
in the top 10. He was in the top 10.
Oh, he's top 10.
Yeah.
Now, like, so for instance, the Ravens, I think they always, for the most part, for talent, they go for like the most talented people on the board.
Yeah, the Ravens go talent.
Well,
they go talent.
Ozzie Newsome was there.
Yeah, Ozzie, that's he go the most talented person.
That's why they always got them bummy wide receivers.
Right. Yeah,
they always go most the talented player on the board.
Right? Yeah, I will go with the talent. You give me the talent.
The only position that they have done is quarterback.
Yeah,
they went out and got Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They went out and we need a quarterback. Let's get Lamar.
Yeah, but all right. So in some cases though, you know, I guess most of the time they are gonna go for their fit. But for me, I probably would go with the talent, especially when you're talking about basketball anyway. Because if you get that one somebody, you might get a Kobe or a Mike or LeBron. That one player can change like the whole, or you can get a Steph Curry. That one player with talent can change the whole complexion of your organization.
But you don't know he's that talent.
Yeah,
until he starts playing.
Yeah, you got
just because you're an all-star in college. I can name a whole shitload of players that was good in college. And hold on, I'm a Duke fan, so you know pretty much everybody that came from Duke when the NBA was sucked ass.
I've never been a Duke. I've never been a Duke fan. I like Grant Hill. Yeah, I like Grant Hill, but I wasn't really high on Grant Hill like that. I didn't think he was gonna come in the league and and be like Kobe or Mike or nobody like that.
No, he wasn't like that.
But even when Mike came in, people didn't expect Mike to be Mike. So
and Mike wasn't Mike.
Not when he first came in. That's why I was saying when you were saying that when you're thinking about the talent, Mike talent didn't develop. You didn't see Mike.
That North Carolina, Mike.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but NBA, you didn't see Mike talent the first 2-3 years.
Yeah, well, what year Mike got hurt though?
Mike was that dude, but when they won the championship, that was Worthy.
Who? It was what?
It was Worthy. When they won that championship in North Carolina, that was Worthy.
Oh yeah, Worthy was a man.
Okay, that was a Worthy championship. Okay, that was a Worthy championship.
Big Game James, Big Game James was the man. Then they had Sam Perkins and Jimmy Black.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that was But see, Mike was so cool though, because Mike just Mike just gave the team what they needed. You know what I mean? He had clutch shots. He played tough defense.
But there's too many players that's coming out of the NBA that you know that's going to be an all-star. Like you knew Kareem was going to be an all-star.
Yeah.
You knew Shaq. You knew he was going to be an all-star. They didn't even know Magic was going to be an all-star. Because if you look at the documentary that you have on Magic, teams was bypassing Magic like crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was bypassing Magic. The Lakers really didn't want Magic at first.
Right. Yeah.
So and the NBA is a crapshoot because they can look good in college, but then when you playing up against grown men, that changes the outcome. Because I'm gonna tell you now, if you put Steph Curry in the 90s, early 2000s, and have Steph Curry go up against them Detroit Pistons teams, you ain't got the same Steph Curry.
No, you don't.
You know what I'm saying? You do not have that.
And the league did that.
Right.
You know what I mean? We was having this conversation about, but the league did that, and the rules have changed.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? You can create space, and the fouls are different. You know what I mean? So that's why the game is a lot more high.
I remember back in the day, you could actually put your hand on the back of somebody.
Yeah,
you could push them like that. Then with your elbow, you can only elbow check. And
now you just stand back.
Yeah, you can't even touch them.
I remember playing on the court against these big, crazy-looking construction workers. And this dude put his big, dirty-ass hand on my goddamn, and I couldn't go nowhere. He was like, I'm like, man, this is bullshit. I was glad when they changed that rule. You can't even do that shit on the playground now.
You can't touch nobody. No. But see, that's what I'm saying. Yo, it's you see generational talent, but it's hard to assess that in the NBA.
That's why I say when people say who's the best, the times are different. So whatever that athlete had to go through in that era is different from what this athlete is going through.
But my thing is though, if you could play when they was playing physical like that, like when all those dudes was beat, you'll have a field day.
To me, you have a disadvantage. Because if you're a physical player now in the NBA, your game will suck. You'll be out in the first 5 minutes of play. Because you're playing that physical contact type sport, and the NBA is just not there anymore.
Yeah. Well, meaning
even like picks. Man, if you threw too hard of a pick, and then a pick, you just standing there, and the dude running into you. Right. If that's too hard, you get called for a foul for that.
Right.
You can't blindside a pick, but that's what a pick is.
But I'm saying like the fouls now, like if you were durable like they were back then, and still be able to shoot the ball, right? You would kill this.
And you play through that contact.
Yeah, but you gotta know at that point you gotta know how to bring your game down because you can't keep being physical. Because it's physical, you back them down, because you're a physical player, and then you get a foul call.
Yeah. I just think that I think it's an advantage to being able to play against physical players.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I just think you gotta watch your circumstances when you're playing in the league now, because they even now you hear about the flop thing now. They're giving you fouls for flops now.
Yeah, they should do that.
It's
just turned that into a whole other entity of the game.
Yeah, they should do that.
Because guys, we taking too much time to figure out if it's a flop. Like and they started doing it. Like LeBron, he became like one of the masters of it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's stuff that's, you know what I mean, interfering with the speed and the pace of the game.
Yeah.
You get rid of it. Yeah.
All right. So before we get out of here, I want to switch over to a little like a football topic real quick. Mike, how much time? How long we been on? 45 minutes. All right, that ain't bad. All right. So earlier this week, Mike Vick made a statement about Andy Reid being the best all-time NFL best head coach.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think about that statement?
Absolutely the stupidest statement I've ever heard.
I'm with you, man.
I mean,
For real?
Absolutely stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of Andy Reid. I don't think he caught Bill Belichick yet. And I'm not even a fan of Belichick.
I don't even think Andy Reid's the best coach now.
Yeah.
Okay. He's won 2 Super Bowls.
Right.
Good. Cool. All right.
With talented players.
But if you talking the best, dude, you got Belichick sitting up there with 6.
Right.
And I don't care. Oh, well, Tom, he had the best player alive. Well, no. When Belichick had Tom Brady, he developed Tom Brady into that.
Mm-hmm.
That system developed Tom Brady to who he is.
Yeah.
Tom Brady didn't come. He got drafted in the 6th round. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like Tom Brady came in as an all-star coming out of college and was like throwing the ball everywhere.
Yeah.
Tom Brady didn't even start.
Well, they even had to call and convince the Patriots to take Tom Brady.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because
like,
they had what you had Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, Drew Bledsoe. Yeah, and Drew Bledsoe got hurt. That's when he stepped in.
And that's when he stepped in and took over from there. But
so when Andy Reid was at Philly, they went to the Super
Bowl one time.
Right.
Lost.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So no,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think he got a little bit more work to do to catch Bill Belichick. But I don't think he's too far behind him though. To me, even if he had never gotten this dude Mahomes, I still liked him as a coach.
But he didn't come. I mean, you got coaches out there. Let's go Jimmy Johnson.
I like Jimmy Johnson.
Joe Gibbs.
I like Joe Gibbs.
You got coaches out there has won more Super Bowls.
Joe Gibbs won 3.
Yeah, so you gotta. Andy Reid is a good coach.
Yeah,
let's not take nothing away from him.
Right.
Yeah,
but to call him the best,
no.
Yeah.
When you rename that Lombardi Trophy, the name is gonna be Lombardi Belichick NFL Trophy.
The Bill Belichick.
Okay,
yeah,
that's what you're gonna rename it. All right, that's
it. Because that's what it's about. It's about the championship.
It's about winning.
It's all about the championship.
That's what it is.
So, all right. So what he got 2 right now, right?
Yes, 2. Yeah.
So, and he like about 6 years younger than Bill Belichick. So if he coached for another 6 years and they win about 2 or 3 more.
But that's not the Kansas City way though. Kansas City is rocking every other.
Every other. Yeah. All right. So 6 years, that's 3 championships.
So that gives him 5.
That gives him 5.
He's still not close. He's still got one.
I'm thinking that put him in the ballpark right
there.
No,
but it doesn't because look how many losing seasons Andy Reid had.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta look at the other side of that coin.
Right.
Well, without Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, he looking pretty. He looking really run of the mill himself.
No, New England was still good with Drew Bledsoe. New England was still good.
Now, when he was with Cleveland, I'm talking about going back to his Cleveland days.
Nobody's good with Cleveland.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Nobody's good with Cleveland.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But you gotta look at the other side of the coin. Andy Reid had a lot of losing seasons.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the reason he left Philly, right? Because his last 2 seasons was losing seasons in Philly.
Yeah. I think he just got a little bit more work to do. Probably he need to win about 2 or 3 more Super Bowls.
To me, he has a lot of work to do to be put in that conversation.
Yeah. You gotta get them champions.
Right now, it's like when people say I hate bringing up the NBA again, but when people say the GOAT, people bring up Jordan, they want to bring up LeBron. Now people starting to put Curry into the conversations now.
Yeah.
People put Kobe in the conversations now. That's well and good. I don't think he's in that conversation as the greatest coach.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's at least 3, maybe 4 more people in that conversation before him.
So you think Gibbs is before him?
Yeah, I think Gibbs is before him.
Bill
Walsh is before him. Jimmy Johnson's before him.
I like Jimmy Johnson.
There's a lot of coaches to me that's before him.
What now Jimmy Johnson, how many Super Bowls he got? 2?
He has 3.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson got 3?
Yeah, he got 3 with the
all right, I didn't know that. Yeah. I thought it was, I only recall 2.
When the owner got involved.
Then he
would have
did.
been
Well,
full.
Yep.
Yeah, once Jerry started coaching, then
Jerry
it
started
was
coaching and growing.
he messed it up.
That's another thing. So I don't see Kansas City like. I think it's a gimmick team.
A gimmick?
Yeah, I think it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
It's more hype than anything.
I don't think Kansas City is winning it this year.
I don't think so either.
Because their track record is their game doesn't develop enough to carry over the next year.
No.
Because they haven't won back-to-back.
Yeah.
Okay. And when in the NFL is so well coached. The stuff that you did this year is not going to work next year.
Right. Yeah, that's
right.
And you want to ask anybody, ask the Ravens about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that Lamar championship, that Lamar MVP league, that next year, oh my God, it was on him.
But then everybody else started doing the same thing.
Right, shut him down.
Duplicating the same formula what we did. So then that made it even harder. But yeah, don't be bringing the Ravens up, man.
Y'all looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not a Raven hater. I'm not a Raven hater.
Did the Ravens get any more wide receivers? They ain't get no more. That was it. So
No,
what we got?
They offered the last time I heard they offered your boy veterans minimum.
Hopkins.
Yes, veterans minimum for Hopkins.
More money, man.
No, y'all have money. That's the problem.
No more money,
y'all have 17. Y'all have 14 million, and then 17 million after the salary cap goes through.
DeAndre Hopkins made enough money.
You can offer him 14 million and say forget the rest. Give him what he wants. Put him on the other side.
No.
Yo, Bateman's not your answer.
I like
Bateman is the rookie, right?
No, Bateman's been on your team, been on the Ravens for 150 years.
Yeah, bummed then.
He's been playing, he's been on the league. He's been in that team for 150 years, played 2 games.
Yeah.
He's always hurt every year.
Yes. That's the thing, it's the consistency with him. I think we can work that out.
How do you work it out?
If he stay
so is he gonna be your number 1, number 2, and number 3? Where is he going?
Who, Bateman?
Yeah, where is he going?
They not even.
And remember, you picked up a rookie.
Not even in the conversation.
Yeah, it has to be because y'all picked up a rookie.
I'm saying, but you saying number 1, number 2.
That's what I thought you was talking about. The rookie wide receiver. That's what I thought you was referring to at first.
But see, Bateman has to be one of them.
Right, I wouldn't say number 1. You know,
so who's your number 1?
Who's going to be our number 1?
Try to make Odell to be your number 1.
Odell's not nobody number 1.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying.
Odell's about what, 45 years old?
Okay, but he's experienced. That's what you're gonna probably.
Yeah.
Odell is there to train. Odell is gonna be there to train.
Number 1 stretches the field.
Right.
Your number 2 does the out routes. Your number 3 does the inside. Okay. Now Bateman's gonna have to go to number 1 because he's still fast. All right, as long as he's healthy, he's fast. So he can stretch your field for you.
But that's what we brought the rookie in to stretch. I think the rookie should be. Well,
but he doesn't have the.
He don't have the talent.
Doesn't have the talent to stretch.
We don't know that.
Dude, when y'all first game, they're gonna one-on-one him. They're not gonna set up no zones for him. They're gonna one-on-one him, and then
they're gonna test him. They're gonna test him.
And that's what they need to do. And I think he
should be. Bateman that's been on the team for 150 years.
All right, so put Bateman at number 2.
Put Bateman at number 1.
Yeah.
He's been on your team for 150 years.
Lamar, this is what I'm saying. When Hollywood was there, it was Hollywood. It wasn't Bateman. So that's what I'm saying.
But what they get him?
We never put
Hollywood,
Bateman.
But Hollywood was like what, 4-4?
Yes.
So
that was unfortunate of that.
Right.
But that was the chemistry that they was working on because it was Andrews and it was Hollywood.
But
Bateman was like number 3.
Right. But and to say something about that, you had that pound and ground running game.
True.
And you had Lamar.
And we still had that.
Right. And you have Lamar running if it wasn't open. Lamar ain't doing that running no more.
No, sir.
Lamar is $200+ million man now.
Yeah.
Right. He ain't doing that no more. Not unless
we don't need him
ultimately have to.
We don't need him to do that.
Right. So you need him to throw to people. Your tight end can't consistently be the number 1 receiver on your team.
I hear hate, man. I hear you hate.
On paper, I like the Ravens, yo. I got the Ravens winning the division.
Yeah. Over Cincinnati?
Yeah. Cincinnati is that one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
They surprised everybody when they won the wild card game and went all the way to the Super Bowl. They surprised everybody.
But they was good the year before that too, though, with Burrows.
Burrows got hurt.
Yeah, but they wasn't Super Bowl good.
I knew that. It wasn't like Cincinnati snuck up on people though.
They did. When they beat Kansas City in the championship game, they snuck up on everybody.
This year just passed.
No, the year that they went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, all right.
They beat Kansas City in the championship game. They didn't
And they stayed healthy.
Yeah.
So they crept one up in there.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's all I got for for this episode, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, don't bring the Ravens up. Guys,
well, yo, I'm a Cowboy fan, so you know my misery.
We already know.
So you know my misery. So I,
seeing stars.
My misery is just ridiculous. So.
Don't bring it over here.
Well, we gonna get into some more Cowboys and Ravens stuff though, man, because the preseason getting pretty close, so we gonna get into it. We ain't gonna have no choice but to get into it. Yeah. So, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody who checked us out this weekend, and we'll be here next Sunday to see what's going on with the NBA and see if Dame Lillard finally found himself a new home. So. With that being said, we appreciate y'all, and we'll check y'all out next week. Peace.